Come on. Is it a fun?
It says we're live at 14:15.
Oh, live. All right, I see it in the corner. We are live. Let me make sure it's working. I'm going to go on my phone, my mobile. So everyone bear with me for a minute. We are having the time of our lives with technology in the background. So stay tuned. And if you're watching this live, you get to see like what it really looks like behind the scenes of creating things and building and trying to make a difference. And sometimes things just don't go the way you want. We're gonna learn about resiliency on this live right now. All right, I'm gonna assume we're good. I think we're good to go. So great morning. Happy February 3rd. This is really weird to say that it's February. This is not I was supposed to go right now. We already spent the year in January, so I think maybe this would be a different month. But for those who don't know, I'm Alex Duma. I am here in wonderful North Carolina, the place where all dreams come true. And I'm excited because this is what I call the tailgate party. If anybody knows about me with the sports teams and the anecdotes I put out, not only is it tail in the football terms, but tail as in the story. And the story I want to share with you today is about the National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. They have a wonderful event happening at the end of this month from February 27th to the 28th, or actually through March 1st, sorry. February 27th to March 1st. The theme of their annual conference this time is Ignite and Inspire, shaping the future of your business and beyond. So I'm excited to get to dive in with a couple of members here who have been kind enough to allow me to peek into their brains, peek into their world. So I want to introduce Joni Sullivan and Cathe Delaney. Ladies, welcome to the tailgate party.
Hi.
And if you would just take a moment, introduce yourselves, your background with NAPPS and just what got you into the association first part. So Joni, if you want to kick it off first.
Sure, great. Thanks so much. I appreciate having you having us on. Love it. Thank you so much. And I love telling a tale. So my name is Joni Sullivan, and I am from Rockland, Massachusetts. I joined NAPPS, oh gosh, I don't know, 10 years ago, I think. It seems like it's been about maybe 10 years ago. And I joined it because there's so much. I wanted to learn more. And ironically, I joined because of the conference. I wanted to go to their conferences because I've heard great things about them. And then I ended up joining the conference committee so I could start planning them. So there's that. But after joining NAPPS, there's so many webinars, there's so much information, and there's so many benefits that it's well worth it. I mean, the price that you pay is well worth joining it. But then the other thing that I didn't realize would happen, and it's probably one of the things that's really important for a pet sitter, because we're pretty much by ourselves most of the day. Pretty much our conversations is, you want to go potty? You want to go out? Just asking all these crazy things to dogs. But you get to know people at NAPPS, and you have a community, and you have a family that you can go to and talk to. And I've learned so much, but I've gained so many friends, and it's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience. So I would suggest it to anyone. And by the way, there's also a certification that it's really hard, and I learned so much from it, and it's just great.
Wow, thank you for that context. And it sounds like you're a professional party crasher because you wanted to get in, have the fun, go to the conference and live it up. And all of a sudden they pulled you in, and here you are planning and organizing this.
Yeah,
I'm into the party and then I get into work.
It was like, hey, all right, now it's time for you to do the dishes now. You eat for free, time to hang out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shift over to you, Cathe. Why don't you tell me your story? How did you get involved with NAPPS?
Yeah, gosh. It's a very different story from Joni's. I have been with NAPPS about 21 years now, and in some aspect, I am not a professional pet sitter or dog walker. I am the director of the association. So I've been with them for, gosh, like I said, 21 years or so. I was at the time spent most of my journey actually in the hospitality industry. And then I had my two sons and realized that I couldn't, handle that schedule anymore. If you've been in that industry or familiar with it, it's kind of a 24-hour deal in most cases. So I had to step back from that, and I found association management. So here I am, and I've been with NAPPS. They have been my client through the entire time. So it's been quite the road. Through various boards, committees, strategic planning, all of that. So yeah, here we are, all of these years later, and still love it, just like I did from the very beginning. So I'm grateful.
That's fantastic. And I'm just a quick follow-up question for that, right? You just shared at the end, you have the same enthusiasm as now as you did as you started. So like, what's kept that fire burning? Like, what's been the thing that's made you want to keep coming back and keep serving in the way that you do?
It's really about our membership. Individuals that go into this business and say, I have a passion for animals or a passion for business, and I really want to do this for a living. I want to walk away, perhaps, from that office job, if you will, that's not giving them what they need, that fulfillment, and wanting to do what they have passion for. And we get to be a part of that, which I really love. Offering them the access to the simple things like the complimentary business forms, the press releases. But then, like Joni said, moving into certification, insurance, the webinars that we offer, that you can actually speak to a live uh, author or veterinarian or, Alex, like yourself, someone that can give them that energy, that drive. And then go to the conference, the conference that's coming up here at the end of this month is spectacular. We have a spectacular 2.5 days planned that really all of our members should be a part of. And that's what does it for me. When you see people there at the conference, how excited they get, how jazzed, they want to walk out those doors, get back to their business and start doing it. And yeah, it's very exciting. It's great to be a part of it.
Appreciate that. And this kind of jumps ahead to a question I was going to ask later on, but like it's perfect time right now. This is a great segue. Tell us about your members. Like you mentioned that they're business owners, they're entrepreneurs, and obviously I'm going to assume many of them are in this professional pet sitting world, but that may not always be the case, no matter products or services in different ventures. So tell me, who are your people? Let the world know.
Whoever. Well, I'm one of the people, and I'm sure Cathe can. We are people, when you're a pet sitter, as I said, it was a lonely business. And you basically, you decide, I want to work with animals.
Can you see her, Cathe, or is it just...
Yeah, I can see her.
Yeah.
Okay, it's spinning on my screen, so sorry, Joni, if I just cut you off if you're in the, in the middle of the rant or the middle of your explanation.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'll turn it over to you, Cathe, since I can see you right now. I'll come back to you, Joni, so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No worries. Yeah, I can see Joni perfectly fine. No worries. But I'll take it from here. Yeah, I mean, our members are independent contractors, sole proprietors, some have, individuals working under them, lots of them, matter of fact. So not necessarily on the ground, out in the field, but perhaps in the office, managing and doing that sort of thing. So our membership base really has a wide scale. You could be on your own doing this. It's just you out there, managing the business and handling the sits and the dog walks, that sort of thing, or to the extreme, which is we have, individuals that have, say, 30 some or more people working under them, and they're not necessarily out in the field. So it really runs the gamut. What we're seeing a lot of over the last several years is younger individuals who maybe, this is the first thing that they have done, that they haven't gone through that 9 to 5 job and then switched over. We're starting to see a lot more younger folks that come right out of college or, even high school and just go right into this. That's something that they know they've wanted to do. And I'd like to say too, NAPPS is made up of professionals. We are a professional pet sitting association. So that's why you should really join an association like ours. You want to make sure that you have that insurance. You want to make sure that you have that certification. And for all of the pet parents that are out there saying, what is this? How can I get involved? I would say go to our website, www.petsitters.org. If you're looking to hire a professional pet sitter, you want to go to the locator page of our website. It's a Find a Pro locator. You just enter in your zip code and the listing of professional pet sitters will appear.
Fabulous. Thank you for sharing that. And Joni, I'm going to turn it back over to you. It's like, I can see you now. Is there anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, actually, the professional part is one of the reasons. Another reason why I got really involved in, NAPPS is that, I really want to promote professional pet sitters. We are the pet sitters. We join this organization to learn. We want to become better versions. Like a young pet sitter comes in and has no idea what to do. They join NAPPS, and NAPPS can walk you through everything you need to do. Now, of course, we're always going to say, go back to your state and make sure you're doing your state, because each state has different policies, legislation, everything they have to do. But NAPPS will help you with that. And that's the point, is that you can find someone in your state that may be able to help you out with different things. And it's great to join an organization such as NAPPS so that if you have questions, it can be answered. You can, there's a lot of, you can find a webinar on it. You can find something in our library. You can find, you can post something on our private chat group saying, hey, I just found out about this. Can anyone explain it? And people do that. They help each other out. And that's one of the things that's really important about an organization like this, is we want to help you out. We're not competition. We're colleagues. There's not a single person in Massachusetts that I would say, you are my competition. You are my colleague if you're a professional pet sitter. If you're insured and bonded and you have everything you need, your license and everything to do business, you're my colleague. And I want to promote you and help you. And that's why you join something like, an organization like NAPPS, to get that people helping you and showing you the best way. And especially if you're just coming out of high school, it's a great opportunity. It's a great resource for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And I love that you give young folks the opportunity for entrepreneurship and business ownership, because that's something that I believe that I've really anchored to, as far as empowering people and letting people, what I say, get their jersey dirty, right? Get to learn some life experience in a different way outside of the normal. Go to school, get a job, get married, have kids, die, and then the process repeats, right? I think there's a little bit more to life, and there's more excitement. And also, obviously, with associations like yours, I'm a member of National Speakers Association, Carolina chapter. And when you get around other people who understand your business, who understand what you're going through there, going at all different levels, right? Some who are just emerging, kind of getting in, and then some who have been more seasoned, and folks who have different business setups, right? Like Cathe explained, there's people out there who aren't on the ground level, who aren't on the floor, so to speak, but they have teams they're managing and running. There's a whole different mindset and skill set that's involved with that versus me as solopreneur, right? We want to expand to think about how can I empower and hire other people and leverage that time. So I'm gonna get nerdy on it for a minute.
No, yeah. I mean, I think that's really important, and opportunities like the conference that we're going to have here in just a few short weeks. You know, that's what it's about for NAPPS. It's about the community. It's about bringing all of these individuals together, and you know, the networking piece of it alone is worth it, right? Because right, as Joni will say, you know, it's sometimes it can be, you know, a very lonely profession, if you will. You know, if it's just you and the pets, you know, although I sit here all day and I talk to my two guys here, Buster and Rusty, it's really, you know, it's not quite the same, right? So you want that connection. You need it. It's good for you. And it's good for your business, right? So, I mean, at this conference, we have so many topics of importance, you know, burnout to breakthrough, unleashing the power of nutrition, exploring new ways to earn by sharing what you know, the power of saying no. You know, all of these things are so important. And you know, again, just it's about community, and that's what we promote. And Joni mentioned it earlier. It's not about competition. It's about learning from each other, growing. You know, one of the benefits is a private Facebook group that we have, and it's all about sharing and connecting. You know, that's what we do, and that's what makes us different than others.
I will tell you, going to conferences, my business has increased like significantly because you learn things, you know. I've been in this business for 27 years. I'm not ashamed to say I can learn more because when I started, it was MapQuest and paper contracts.
Right.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how I didn't get into more accidents. Like, okay, let's go.
So folks, if you were born after 2000, let me just set this up for you. So there was a time where we would print sheets, right? This is just, you know, my notebook right now, but imagine full size 8.5 by 11 sheets of directions of 0.25, make a left here and just look for this arrow, and then go to this street at 0.3 of a mile, and then 10 miles here. Like,
right.
Not only holding that right with our steering wheel, but if you were me, you had like a booklet of CDs. So you're changing the CDs in like a 1 or 2 disc thing. It's
how
amazing.
we survived. I have no idea. Right?
Yeah. Should be through the roof.
It's wild, especially if you have like the cassette with the wire in it. So you had like jiggle the wire to the CD, and they were always like crap. Anyway, we can go on.
Right. That's so funny.
Good times.
Good times. We survived. So hey, how about us surviving that? No, but I love what you said about community and the value of that, and how actually attending a conference, how being around other people has helped you grow your business. And you kind of segue this for me, Cathe, with the presentations. One presentation I'm particularly interested in talking about, might be biased, is my flagship talk. I call it Win from Within, how high performing leaders build unshakable confidence under pressure. And the question I have for you is really simply this: like, what would be your goal for my presentation for your folks? Like, what do you want them walking away with? And yeah, what do you want them to say, like, after I kick off this event? So just for everyone else, I'm kicking off the event February 27th. is going to be at the Sheraton Raleigh Hotel. So if you already have tickets, get them. Like, hurry up, buy one, buy two, get one for your mom, your parents, get one for your pet, bring them all.
Yeah, you know what? And thank you for saying that, because this is not only a members event, this is a non-members event. So if you're maybe even interested in becoming a member or want to learn a little bit more, come join us. I mean, we're really, I think something, you know, that you take away from NAPPS and our members. I mean, we will embrace you, and we will show you how to go about doing this correctly, professionally. You know, that's something about our membership base, our community. I mean, we're very welcoming. And again, that networking piece alone could do a lot for your business. But going back to your question, Alex, is I want members to walk away saying, I am so glad that I made this investment in myself, because I know that's hard to do. I get it. You know, I get that going away for a weekend, leaving your business behind, you know, maybe having to have another sitter in the area step in for, you know, 2 days or what have you. Um, you know, that can be um, scary, right? I mean, and I get that. I get that perhaps cost might be a concern because not only do you have to pay for the event, you have to pay for the airfare and, you know, the travel, that sort of thing. We totally get that. And that's why a lot of consideration is put into the registration fee and really the program and getting speakers like yourself that our attendees will walk away saying, I needed this. I needed this time to take it all in. I learned so much. I am so happy that I made, again, this investment in myself, in my business, in my clients. You know, that's really what I want. I want, you know, the members to walk away on that Friday evening saying, thank you. Thank you for bringing this to us. Thank you for this. And, you know, that's really what I want. I want them to walk away feeling jazzed, feeling excited, feeling ready for the year ahead.
Fabulous. Thank you. Joni, what about you? Any thoughts about you? Like, what do you want your attendees, well, not only just from my presentation, but just from the weekend itself? Like, they're coming in there and maybe like happy explain, oh boy, how am I going to pay for this? Right? All the money things, all the time things. That's a real thing. It's going to go in their head. That's, you know, Thursday morning, Friday morning, and then afterwards, March 1st, they're done. What do you want them saying?
I mean, it is real life. Like, oh, how can I afford this? Can I get that? So on a side note, it's up front, but you can write it off on your taxes. So don't forget that if you're a professional pet sitter. Save all your receipts. The second thing is, honestly, that you can do it. You know what? Alex is going to say to you, you can do it, and this is how. Because when you're in it, you're in the, you know, you're out there every day, you're walking the dogs, you're doing all the stuff, but you haven't had a chance to step back and go, you know, wait a minute, I can do this. Like, I'm doing this, but now I can do this. And just getting the excitement of moving past, I'm doing the things, but I'm actually doing it. And then and being able to step back, because it's just like this little pocket of time that you can sit back and think, what about this? What about that? And Alex is going to present to you and say, hey, everybody, this is what you can do. This is like, these are some things, very simple things you can do that, and that's the best part about it, is being able to just, I can do it. So that's what I'm excited about, is just, you know, I'm a professional pet sitter and I can do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I think that's the thing to anchor on. When I was starting my entrepreneurial journey, you know, many years ago, those questions, right? They keep up like late at night. Like, can I do this? Why am I doing this? What's wrong with me? I should go get a real job. Like, I should stop being a failure, right? All of these things are going through that. And I'll share more about my story on the 27th. So if you want to be there, you gotta show up. You gotta register. Yeah, we put the link in the chat before, but here we are again, petsitters.org. So you'll go to that. Just links to get to the 2026 conference and get all the info there. So yeah, we're gonna, as we start to land this plane, and you're gonna give me some great intel there. I'm curious about like the different challenges right now that your members are having. Like, are they just like not motivated? Are they like having low energy? Is it like maybe resistance to change, like to adapting to growth, or no, or maybe they're just eager to learn and they're learning too much, they're overloaded and they don't have a chance to actually implement and integrate. So what are kind of different things you're seeing or hearing from your members as far as, you know, how they're working towards building their businesses? So whoever, floor is open for.
I think that all of what you said is true. Like, there is all these different reasons, and because we're all at different levels. I think part of what members need is sometimes this is how it can be done, like a step back, a lot of burnout. because a lot of us are working 7 days a week. We're doing anywhere from like 10 to 14 visits a day, which sounds crazy, but like early morning, late nights, and you get on that wheel, like the little hamster, and you keep getting thrown off, but you keep getting back on. So having someone just come in and say, hey, take a breath and try this, and just giving things like, it's not even just like these 3 easy steps, but hey, take a breath and step. Sometimes you get overeducated and you're trying everything, but then sometimes you need to have someone else come in and go, navigate this. Here's the ship, navigate this. But there's a lot, and I think the biggest thing, what it boils down to, is how we're just on the go all the time, and we need someone to just grab us by the shoulder and say, stop, take a breath. Here's a cookie. Here's a juice box. Just sit down for a minute. just.
Yeah, I heard the dog agree with you in the background. Like, whoa, that's true. Like,
sometimes I swear they do that on cue. It's like, really, guys?
Yeah, that was perfect. You couldn't have planned that. We didn't even. That was not scheduled.
Right. Yeah. I would agree. I would say for me, what I hear here at headquarters is burnout. I mean, it's huge in this industry. And we've got several sessions on that at this coming conference. So, and what better way to help with that burnout is than to take this time, take this time for yourself, right? To get, to get with those colleagues, to have that networking, to share those experiences. I mean, you're coming out of the holidays, extremely busy time for a large percentage of our members, and you're about to go into spring break, right? And then summer. So it's like, what a perfect time to take that weekend and, and network and learn and share and experience all of those things.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to thank y'all both for inviting me to be a part of that and contribute to that. And this one's going to be a little bit of a self-serving question, right? This is here goes Alex filling up a big head again. But all these things you described, right? The burnout, there's just the stress of overall entrepreneurship, business ownership. Why'd y'all pick my talk, right? You saw me submit the thing, you saw the learn objectives and the abstract, but like, what did you see that you thought, hey, this would actually really fit well with our group and he might be able to serve?
Well, I will say, and I'm going to actually read off of here the agenda, because in your description that you completed when you indicated that you wanted to be a speaker, confidence is the engine, speaking up is the ignition, standing out is the movement, and high impact performance is the destination. And I think that is, that just caught my eye. And I said, that's someone that we want speaking. I mean, and I watched your videos and that sort of thing. And it's a different sort of speaker for us, which I know we're all very excited about. Again, getting them, our attendees, excited for the week ahead. I don't think there's anyone better. So we're really looking forward to it.
It's also
I'm not gonna be able to fit in the room. Like, my wife is gonna be like, what happened?
No, we're super excited because, oh yeah, absolutely. Because, we're a bunch of people that we're kind of like doormats because we care so much. That's sort of just like this. So we need someone every once in a while and go, you need to be confident. And it's like, yes, I need to be confident. Yeah. So we need you to come in and just boost us up and say, get out there and yay, you've got this. And that's
do it.
Really appreciate it. You're going to boost us up and bring us. So yes, we don't have to be a doormat that says welcome. We can also say exit.
That goes into that presentation you mentioned, the power of saying no, right? As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, right. There's been so much work, at least on my end, this is my personal experience of what I've had to remove and say no to and distance myself from in order to get to what I want, in order to make the moves and progress. that I
That's
needed.
right.
But sometimes you don't know that until you actually separate and like, oh, that wasn't as important as I needed, or this connection wasn't really feeding me, or it wasn't contributing to the bigger purpose, the bigger mission here.
Right. And I sometimes, think that NAPPS members, pet sitters, they just feel, especially when they're first starting, and correct me if I'm wrong, Joni, but it's like, if someone contacts you, it's like, yes, oh yes, I can do that. Oh yes, call me anytime. Even if you need me to come at 2:00 in the morning, call me. I got it. I'll take care of it. Because they're stressed out. They think they need that client. They need those clienteles, right? It's like, yes, I have to get this person, and then you start doing this for a little bit, and you're like, you know what? I don't need to say yes to every person that contacts me. I don't need to, be answering phone calls or text messages at 3 a.m. Boundaries, and it takes some time for people to really understand that. And, again, that's something that we're going to talk about during the conference, and hopefully, walk away with some great tips and advice.
100% agree.
Yeah, they're just right. The 2 a.m., 3 a.m., anytime. I can be there, right? And just
yeah.
Is he even? Is that a boy or a girl that in the back?
Boy, 2 boys. I apologize.
I'm like,
this is not sure what they see from outside, but yeah, they're yeah. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a delivery. I'm not sure.
No, this has been great. I really appreciate you both just providing so much insight into this. Is helpful for me as far as my preparation and connecting with your members, and obviously letting the world know about this, because there's so many associations, there's so many different things that you would never even think people band together, but it goes to show me that community is everywhere. We all need each other. We're all in this floating rock together. We got to find our tribe. We got to find our people. And when you find folks who are in a similar situation or similar experience, now we get to drop like, hey, how'd you handle this? Or when this happened, what did you do? Oh, this is what I'm going through. Hey, let me tell you. And we get to idea share and really collectively. See, now my boy, now he's mad. Him and my girl are mad. They're both loose. That's Bane and Storm. I wish I could bring him. He's a big boy. He's a boar bull. He's like 170 pounds. He's a tank. But
oh my gosh.
But he would have fun. He would love y'all. But but there's just so much that we gain from each other. So when we put ourselves in a room, when we get uncomfortable, sometimes I've been in plenty of conferences where I've been like, I don't know anybody, but I'm gonna remove that initial and like I'm gonna show up as me, and then I make a new best friend by the time we're done.
Right. And you know what? Just to jump on that, that's so great that you said that, because if you look at the roster of individuals that are coming to this conference, there's so many that this is not their first. But you know why they keep coming back? Because it's honestly like seeing an old friend. It really is. I mean, we have a networking event the first night. It gives everyone an opportunity, even if you're, new to this or just walking in and looking around saying, oh my gosh, I don't know anyone here. After that full day of sessions, everyone goes for dinner or a drink or what have you. Even if you just go back to the lobby and just sit and chat, a point being, there's plenty of opportunity to, connect with new people or visit with old friends that you've met at conferences in the past. So, and if you're in that Raleigh area, why not come and check us out? I mean, we're right there in your backyard, and it really just makes sense. So, yeah.
And if I could just add to, when, it's true, the first night everything's quiet. By the second day, everyone's chatting and having a great time. And when you go to dinner, everyone's partying. And let me tell you, you'll learn so much sitting around the table. I don't know how many times people have sat around the table and go, you do that? Oh, how do you do that? Because we're all, like I said, this is probably the first time that the NAPPS board, two people have been close to each other. Everyone's all over the place. So just, I mean, we're all over the country, and it's so nice to hear the different ideas and what's going on. So you learn so much at the conference, and then after the conference from your fellow pet sitters, you learn so much. And then you get some really good friends. You exchange numbers. You text throughout the year going, I'm having this problem. What would you do?
Right.
You know, just, oh, girl, I would just give up. You know, it's great.
Yeah. And we do a lot of fun things too. I mean, we've got a raffle going on the entire time, with half of the proceeds going to Triangle Beagle Rescue, which is, it's sort of a new connection here for us as of yesterday, but we're really excited about that.
Hey, congrats.
Triangle Beagle Rescue. And then, so half of the proceeds will go to them. They're right there in Raleigh. The other half going to the Bissell Pet Foundation, which is the NAPPS official charity. So, you know, we've got that raffle going on the entire time. We've got, you know, goodie bags. We've got networking sessions. We've got a lunch and learn on Saturday, which is sponsored by Fear Free. So how amazing is that? You know, so yeah, a little bit of everything for everybody.
And the best part is we have Alex. So
yes.
Oh, stop, but go on.
Like, the amazing speaker. You don't want to miss this conference.
Don't want to miss it.
No, you don't want to miss this conference. So as we said, this theme is ignite and inspire. Like, if you want to get ignited, if you want to get inspired, I'll say that this is my commitment to you, is we are partnering. That day one, when I'm kicking off that stage, we are ready to rock and roll. So everyone now, if you're watching, if you're listening, I'll say it from the stage as well. But when I come to the stage, it's a dialogue. It's not a monologue. I'm not here to lecture you. We're going to get active. You're going to get sweaty. You're going to be gross by the time we're out of here, because we're going to be moving. We're going to be grooving. We're going to be having some fun. We're going to be laughing. And we're also going to be reflecting and also developing as professionals, because that, at the end of the day, is the most important thing. How will this help your business? You're going to just show up to the Sheraton in Raleigh and find out. February 27th through March 1st. Don't miss this NAPPS conference. I'm going to put the link once again in our chat here on the screen. So petsitters.org. Go there, find out more info about the National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. You don't have to be a pet sitter to attend this, right? We welcome all, right? As I believe Joni said, everybody's included. All are welcome. We'd love to see you. Last message, ladies. Anything you want to share before we close out?
I would just say, again, I mean, if this is an industry, a career that you might be interested in, join us. You can definitely find some more information on our website, www.petsitters.org. There's also incentives going on currently right now where you can become a member and go to the conference at a discounted rate. You can become a member and receive access to the certification course at a discounted rate. We've got lots of bundle incentives going on right now. So, you know, but we'd really love to see you there. We'd really love to see you at the conference. We want a packed room. We've got lots of vendors, which will be all around the room, selling product, sharing their services, all of that good stuff. So, yeah, we're excited, and we hope that you join us.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all. So I can't wait to see you at the 27th, but get ready, have your ribs ready. I'm a bear hugger. That's what I do. That's just what it is. I'm a professional bear hugger. I'm going to start my own group, and we'll see it. All jokes aside, but thank you both for inviting me, for trusting me with your audience, with your group, and I'm looking to make you proud. And by the end of it, you're going to say, Joni, Cathe, thank you. And that's going to be the best compliment we can ever receive. So all that said and done, stay safe in the snow, and I'll see you in a few weeks. To you watching out there, thanks for tapping in. Share this with your network. If you want to join, attend the conference, come through. Doors, there's a seat waiting for you. So all that said and done, until next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.